Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy Forrester refused to take orders from Carter Walton and Hope Logan. As Steffy talked to Ridge Forrester and Eric Forrester at the Precipice House, they agreed they were going into work. Zende Forrester Dominguez also showed up to advertise that he was relinquishing since he'd to stay pious to his family. Although Ridge, Steffy, and Eric appreciated that fidelity, they prompted Zende to be their man on the inside at Forrester Creations and represent their interests until they could recapture control. Steffy made a vaticination about Carter and Hope's day of reckoning coming soon, so she didn't suppose this preemption would last long. Ridge backed Steffy up by suggesting there'd be no help for Carter and Hope when they sank. At Forrester Creations, Carter verified he was reinstating Hope and bringing back her line with all the backing she demanded. Hope wouldn't have to scrape by presently, so was thankful and pledged not to let Carter down. Carter also wanted to elect a CEO, so Hope was surprised he wasn't going to fill that spot himself. Since Carter would be managing the LLC and fastening on company expansion, he demanded someone to help with the day-to-day operations. When Carter suggested Brooke Logan would be the perfect person for the job, Hope was thrilled and allowed. Her mama would be, too. In the design office, Katie gave Brooke updates on snaps that showed up in her inbox and let her see one for herself. Brooke was shocked over a print of a putatively undressed Elektra. Katie claimed they couldn't go a big reproach at Forrester right now, so Brooke agreed they'd have to cut Elektra loose. Ivy Forrester spoke to Carter and Hope about the jewelry line still being good to go, but she sounded a little weirded out about the preemption news. Once Ivy was summoned to the design office, she was taken suddenly to learn Katie and Brooke wanted to get relief of Elektra. That left Ivy with plenitude of questions about why on Tuesday's B&B occasion. In the Forrester salon, Elektra filled Will Spencer in on her old fellowship with Remy Price and how they both used to be nerds in high academy. Remy was especially into computer wisdom, so Elektra mentioned that. Elektra was ultimately asked to come up to the design office, where she was stunned as Katie said they'd have to let her go. At Il Giardino, Sheila Sharp caught Remy ruminating over his phone and ultimately told him to get back to work since Deacon Sharp didn't like a shirker. Latterly, Remy flashed back to Elektra's rejection in the Forrester salon and the station Will gave him. After Remy cried and aloud about the fake prints he made, he ultimately said Elektra should say farewell to Will. Brooke Logan is about to protest off a new period at Forrester Creations. Brooke publicizing her return to the CEO part. Carter Walton's docket has no way truly been about seeking power for himself. Although Carter does want a chance to pursue his global empire idea, he's substantially concentrated on making effects right for the Logans. Carter feels like the Logan women have been disrespected, especially considering their numerous benefactions to Forrester Creations over the times. Since Carter wants to change that, he'll support Brooke reclaiming the throne and making a bold statement. Of course, Brooke could make an indeed bolder statement if she decides to change Forrester Creations' name. Whether it's allowed with this whole LLC situation or not, B&B doesn't feel to watch important about the lawfulness of all this. During one of Elektra Forrester's recent exchanges with Will Spencer, she wondered if the company would still be called Forrester Creations following the preemption. Perhaps that was a hint that a name change could soon be in the workshop. Maybe Brooke will decide it's time to give the Logans the recognition she feels they earn. It seems silly to get relief of the Forrester part considering how well known it is, so Brooke might go with commodity like Forrester Fashions and Logan Creations, or maybe Forrester Creations and Logan Inventions, or simply go all the way with Logan, Forrester. Brooke will be furious after she catches Ridge Forrester in a sizzling moment with Taylor Hayes, so retribution could be a factor then. It could be Brooke's way of fighting back if she renames Forrester Creations to be more inclusive to the Logans. Prognostications point to Brooke making some major moves once she's back on the throne, so Ridge will get updates on plenitude of stunning news. Ridge and Brooke's relationship is headed upwardly presto, so stay tuned. Bill Spencer told Luna Nozawa that he's no way taken a life. In detergents, statements like that generally antecede them actually doing the unbelievable. So, if Luna actually wins her appeal and gets released from captivity, could Bill stop her from doing any further damage? Could Bill take Luna's life to save Los Angeles from an innocent-looking periodical killer? Keep reading, and let's talk about what could be coming with this plot. Luna is in captivity and has been condemned. Still, Luna keeps transferring letters to Bill. After the third letter, Bill went to visit Luna in captivity. Now, what's intriguing is that Luna entered 2 visits that day. The first was from Penelope Poppy Nozawa, who was scarified when Luna kept asking questions about Bill. In fact, Poppy mentioned that Luna asked about Bill during the last visit too. While Luna covered, Poppy was induced. Right after Poppy left, Bill entered. I largely missed out that Bill and Poppy didn't run into each other. In fact, they might indeed be working together to cover Los Angeles from Luna. Luna kept bashing Poppy's poor parenthood chops and bringing up her nonage trauma. Also, Luna claimed that she and Bill are likewise. That's when Bill told Luna that he has no way taken another life. On social media and in addict forums, Bill was called out. Bill is far from a saint or victim, and has done plenitude over the times. With that being said, numerous times when commentary like this are made in detergents, the contrary ends up passing shortly subsequently. Still, everyone will be scarified if Luna's appeal is won and she gets released from captivity. Bill might feel compelled to do commodity to cover Los Angeles from Luna. Bill might indeed feel incompletely responsible for some reason. Bill tried to stop a periodical killer before, Sheila Carter Sharp. Still, Bill's ruse failed. This time, Bill might decide to end Luna's reign of terror permanently. Could Bill risk his own freedom to stop Luna from killing again permanently? Bill might not have to do this alone. Poppy was scarified by Luna's questions regarding Bill. Also, with Poppy and Bill visiting Luna back to reverse, could they work together to stop a periodical killer? The real story behind the rage and nausea over Penelope Poppy Nozawa has no way been explained. Lee Finnegan claims it was because of an affair with a wedded croaker. Opprobrious gestation, and all feathers of effects. It must be commodity a whole lot bigger than any of those effects, however. Indeed, though Lee is supporting Poppy right now, the verity about the sisters' history is bound to come out ultimately. Keep reading and let's talk about what actress Romy Park teased. Nothing indeed knew Lee had a family until Luna Nozawa showed up. When Lee's bastard started immuring at Forrester Creations, the good croaker was furious. Lee tried to get Luna to leave Forrester Creations as well as Los Angeles. Also, Luna started dating RJ Forrester. Ultimately, Poppy came to Los Angeles to join Luna. Also, Luna killed Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. After that, Luna kissed Hernan father, Bill Spencer. Going indeed further, Luna also abducted and cured Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Still, Luna indeed designedly framed her own mama for the crimes, if that wasn't enough. After Luna's arrest, Poppy was released from jail. It was only also that Lee offered her support to Poppy. Lee and Poppy's feud seems to have coddled down only because they've a collective nausea over Luna's conduct. During a member of Bold Live with supervising patron Casey Kasperzik, Romy Park bandied Lee and Poppy. Casey mentioned that Lee has always educated major issues with Poppy. Park also offered these statements. Yes, keep on watching, because also Poppy will also find out why Lee has always been so mean to her. Casey suggested that he was uncertain what the real issue between Lee and Poppy is yet, but there are plans to unveil it on screen veritably soon. So, what do you suckers suppose would make a great twist and explanation over Lee and Poppy's feud? Could there be commodity further unrighteous and minatory in Poppy's history than men, medicines, and poor parenthood?